Now you can get generic Viagra shipped to your door for about $2 a pill. Get the same impact for less. Call Steelman Pills now and get the same blue pill for about $2 a pill. Call now for the 50-pill special and save even more. Plus, get a free bonus.
800-525-8891. 800-525-8891. That's 800-525-8891.
Time now for Pro Football Fast Break, the show that brings you unfiltered, unapologetic, opinionated, pure pro football talk. Now let's go to the guys with this week's show.
Yeah.
So here we are, podcast number 94. Week 10 in the books, week 11 coming up. Tim?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get into last week's drama and this week's expected drama. We've got PFB power rankings. We got Jacob's lock of the week. We got it all.
Yeah.
So let's get started on a quick review of week 10. So we have the Panthers knocking off the Falcons 25-15.
Yeah, that was a pretty sad sign for the Falcons.
Mariota, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. Foreman on the Panthers, 31 carries, 130 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's Deontay Foreman. If he's going on, he's been actually going off this season after they got rid of McCaffrey. He's been doing better than Chuba, who everyone thought would take the thing. And I think Chuba got injured at some point. I don't know if he is now, but yeah, Foreman's been doing really good for the Panthers for some reason.
We had the Buccaneers bouncing back again, 21-16 over the Seahawks, which was kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, are they back? What's the deal?
Well, they beat the Seahawks. Well, you would think they should be able to beat the Seahawks, but lately, based off how both those teams have been playing, I didn't think that was going to happen.
Geno Smith did have 275 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. So the Buccaneers are now 5-5. They got to 500.
Yeah,
so
they did.
Is this the start of their run?
They can either take off or
fall back.
Have a shaky rest of the season.
How about the Vikings? I have a feeling they're going to come up in the power rankings with conversation, but knocking off what could be the Super Bowl. Vikings 33, Bills 30.
That was probably the best game of the season. Justin Jefferson had what some are now calling the best catch of all time.
And 193 yards.
Yeah, and the most, I believe that was the most receiving yards on the season and of his career and all this stuff. I mean, and he made what I've literally heard people like on NFL and shit calling the best catch of all time, better than OBJ.
So he's now maybe the best receiver in football.
He probably is.
This year.
I mean, that was kind of expected from him, too. A lot of people thought that was going to happen.
2 minutes left in a 4-point game. Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh, my goodness. Justin Jefferson pulled it in. The catch of his life. We got to look back at this.
Oh, contested.
Yeah. All one hand the whole time.
Oh, one-handed with the defender's hands on the ball.
Yeah. Somehow he kept it in the whole time.
And that is courtesy of Fox NFL, by the way. Yeah, so we're going to talk more. We're going to talk a lot probably about the Vikings, but big win, man. Big win.
Yeah.
33-30. The Lions, 31-30 over the Bears. They pulled out a win.
Yeah. That was actually an interesting game. Fields had another one of those crazy stats where he runs for 100. Fields lately has been getting 50 points in fantasy, but only getting 120 passing yards because he's been rushing for 180 yards and getting 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. He's like the new Lamar.
Well, he's 13 carries, 147 yards.
That's better than probably every single running back in the league that week. And I have both the Bears running backs in fantasy.
So if you got Fields, you're getting points.
I picked him up, and I'm starting him this week in the 6-team family league.
I guess you have to.
He got 50 the 2 weeks in a row.
By the way, you don't have a kicker in the family league.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It's either out or something.
I'll make sure I set that before.
Shit.
I would have said it before.
You think?
The tonight's game, yeah, I usually do.
Okay. The Titans over the Broncos, 17-10. Kind of expected.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good win. It's a good win.
Tannehill threw 2 touchdown passes.
How'd Henry do? Anything
Henry,
special?
53 yards.
Yeah,
So
okay.
not a big night for him.
Nothing insane.
No. In fact, I have him in fantasy, and it wasn't his usual huge numbers.
Yeah, he didn't get 40 points.
The Chiefs over the Jags, as expected, 27-17. Mahomes, 331 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, he's on a roll.
Yep. Oh, did you see what happened to Juju in that game?
No.
Oh, it's sad.
What happened?
Juju got laid out, and he was on the ground, like, twitching. And
No way.
Yeah, it was bad. It was one of those 2 hits.
I missed
I don't
that.
know what happened to him. Jacob I kept seeing, like, pray for Juju, and then I looked and knew he was.
Oh, God.
I saw a bad hit. It was really sad to see because it's Juju, you know, like he's such a. He gets that good deal and then just freaking.
That's terrible.
Gets hurt.
Patrick Mahomes slinging one. Oh, boy. Lowering the boom, and Juju Smith-Schuster. Well, we've all watched football enough to come to a conclusion when the hands go up in the air like that, Juju is going to be done for the day. Hope he is okay.
Courtesy of NFL Red Zone. So I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard, like, I'm assuming it's kind of a head injury type of thing, like Tua and them, like, that's how that's been happening a lot this year for some reason, but yeah, it was shitty. It looked bad because I was like, damn, Juju's, like, right in there with his throwing, like, his hands are twitching up, and you're like, oh, shit, that's probably bad.
We got the Dolphins 39 over the Browns 17, and Dolphins are on a freaking roll here.
Yeah, I can't believe that team. That coach blows my mind.
I know.
He's in the NFL. Every single time I see him talk. Dude, there was this thing where Tua and him were talking on the sideline, like somehow I guess they were mic'd up or something, and they sound like they are, I don't even know what's wrong with them. Tua's like, hey, you should do that play that's like my favorite play that you like too or something, and the guy's just like, all right, they'll throw it left hash or something, and then it was like throws for a touchdown to Tyreek, and I was like, I don't even know what they're being weird, and like that coach is weird. He said weird shit.
He's unusual.
But he's turned the Dolphins by making these moves, and like, I mean, the Dolphins have become a best they've been in my entire life. So
wait till you see Jacob's power rankings. Wait till you see the Dolphins.
They should be because they win games. Yeah. They beat everyone.
How about the Giants 24? Giants are 7-2 over the Texans 16.
Yeah. Giants are still getting easy games, as I said last week.
Way easy.
Yeah.
Davis Mills, 22 of 37, 319 yards.
Oh, damn.
So, I mean, the Texans put some offense up.
Yeah, for Davis, it's usually the Damon Pierce running back that does stuff for them.
Yeah.
I think he had a decent game, but...
The Steelers over the Saints. Steelers got the win.
TJ.
20-10.
Just need TJ back.
TJ back.
We can win. Hey, we're playing the Bengals next week, or this week.
Right.
Or whenever.
Bengals,
Hey, we beat them week 1 with TJ. That was the only other game that we had TJ.
Well, on our past 2 podcasts, talked a lot about the Steelers. We won't do that to you again.
We shouldn't. Yeah, we shouldn't do it again. But we're allowed to talk about them for a second.
Najee did have 9. You know, I was actually complaining in that game with Najee, and I looked, and he had 99 yards.
And I think it was because he broke that big one off for like 45, so then it made it easy for him to have good stats. But no, I mean, it was apparently our best rushing game of the season. So statistically,
I mean, the Saints aren't good. The Steelers aren't good. So we'll see what happens moving forward.
That defense was good.
Defense was good. We've got the Colts over the Raiders, 25-20. It's just the Raiders just keep dropping.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they can't beat the Colts now.
The Raiders freaking just completely did nothing with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
He does good.
It's
but
crazy.
They don't win.
Yeah, he had 126 yards. 8 receptions.
Yeah, he does great, but they don't win. And I mean, it's like that'd be like if Tyreek was on Miami and Miami was losing a bunch of games. Like,
yeah,
similar thing.
Well, and Jonathan Taylor on the Colts, 147 yards.
That's a problem. He was back healthy this week. Yeah, he hadn't been healthy, and he got back healthy and just obviously ran through him. Yeah.
Now this one was interesting. The Packers over the Cowboys, 31-28.
Yeah.
So I ask you,
I don't know where that came from or how they even did that.
I mean, is this the return? Is this where the Packers turn it around?
I would love it because I don't like seeing the Packers be. I don't really like it when Aaron Rodgers is bad and the Packers are bad.
Gee, if you listen to our last rants about running, Aaron Jones 138 yards rushing for the Packers. Kind of seems like there's something to that, isn't there?
Yeah, there usually is.
Maybe you have to rush the ball in this league still.
I think you do. I think every team that wins does. I think even teams like the Bills, you'll see Devin Singletary getting 17, 20 snaps out there, and like it's even the teams that have great quarterbacks and great receivers still got to run the ball. You got to run the ball.
And then the Cardinals 27 over the Rams 17. Again, the Rams, the Super Bowl champs, are 3-6.
Yeah. I mean, if you're judging off Stafford went from great season last year, won the Super Bowl, made Cooper Kupp the single best receiver season of all time, and now he's terrible.
And I see in fantasy,
terrible.
Someone in the friend league dropped Cooper Kupp, and so I immediately rushed to see, and he's injured and out for a while anyway.
Huh. Okay, well that plays a huge factor probably into what their offense does because now they're throwing to Van Jefferson and Allen Robinson if he's even there. Yeah, I think he is. But
we got the 49ers 22 over the Chargers 16. No big surprise.
I mean, close game.
Close.
And that's pretty equal teams.
Pretty equally bad teams. Middle of the pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're both 5-4, so
they could both do something. I mean,
could.
They should. It's freaking two pretty high-level football teams.
This one was
the Chargers
insane.
Just never do anything.
This was insane. The Commanders 32 over the Eagles 21 Monday night.
Oh yeah, that was I think that's a fluke. I hope. I don't know.
I think it's called the NFL.
Oh, McAfee had Taylor Heineke on after, and what I thought was funny. It doesn't even really have to do with the game, but at the end of the interview, he goes, "So like, what are you about to go do after this?" And he's like, "I'm gonna throw in a couple Zins and go home." Zins are like pouches for tobacco or nicotine pouches that you put in your mouth.
That's funny.
They're like tobacco free, but they're like nicotine pouches.
Yeah,
apparently they're real strong and get you buzzed. And Taylor Heineke, he's just like he's a normal ass dude. I just saw like clips of him on McAfee. I didn't watch the whole thing, but he is like, he's just like a kid, and he's really normal. And I think he had a good game.
Yeah, and it's a funny guy. He looked good. I watched that game. I mean, he looked good.
I've seen him play good before, and I think he might be better than a lot of things that they've had recently. Like, I think he might actually be someone they could try to stick with.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. And that brings us to the next item, which is brand new PFB Power Rankings. Tim, why don't you do the honors?
Are you ready for the top 10 Pro Football Fast Break Power Rankings?
Bring them on.
Number 1. You ready for number 1?
Number 1.
Though you know it? Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, too bad I saw it already because
it would have been more.
I would have just, again, off the top of my head, said Eagles, even though they lost.
Yeah.
But Jacob texted this, and he pointed out the Vikings are on a 7-game win streak.
Yes. Thank you for him for saying that, because I forgot, but I knew I wanted to say that.
And then Justin Jefferson, as he put here, made the greatest catch of all time. Oh, that was on 4th and 18.
Yeah, we said that.
Okay.
4th and 18, yeah.
So I think the 4th and 18, and it was contested, makes it the best catch of all time.
Yeah. I actually saw a little debate between dudes on the Giants, I think, for some reason, and they were saying, like, what was better, like OBJ's catch when he was there or Justin Jefferson's, and everyone had different opinions. One guy was like, the DB helped him catch it, so OBJ's is still better and all this shit. But I think 4th and 18, it's tough to say.
It's tough.
It's a crazy catch.
OBJ's was out of bounds, too, which makes it cool.
Yeah,
he was stretched out of bounds, I think, right? I mean,
yeah. He was way back, way with his arm like way back behind his head and just used 3 fingers.
It's tough. You could debate it all day.
I mean, you could probably go find 10 other catches that are absolutely insane and then debate those with the 2. But like those guys making those catches are. Yeah. I mean, Justin Jefferson's by far the better receiver. So,
all right. So read our top 10. You got the Vikings.
Okay, Vikings, and they are number 1. And I agree. Chiefs, number 2.
Yep.
I think they are better than the Eagles now. Eagles, number 3.
Yep.
Fair. Dolphins, number 4.
Dolphins are number 4. Let that sink in.
Yep.
And who are they in front of?
Well, they're right in front of the Bills.
Which is, I mean, we would have said before the season started, it's Bills, number 1.
Yeah.
Rams, number 2.
Yeah. No, it's true. Well, I mean, I think it's because the Dolphins are 7-3.
Yeah.
The Bills are 6-3. On September 25th, the Dolphins beat the Bills.
Right.
In September. And they played them again December 18th.
So that just shows you.
I mean, they've matched up and won, and they have one more win. I mean, the Dolphins are better than I think that's safe to say. They're better than the Bills. They beat them.
Well, you bring this up. Let's look at the AFC East. Dolphins 7-3, Jets 6-3, Bills 6-3. That's the order. And then Patriots 5-4. That is the order.
Yeah, no, the Jets are over the Bills in their standings because they have the same record, but I think they
beat them.
Wait, yeah. Yes, they did.
The Jets beat the Bills
17 on November 6th. I remember that.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah,
the Bills are getting beat, and they play them again December 11th. Holy shit, that's actually crazy.
Yeah,
that's going to be crazy.
You know, that's divisional games, so it's how that is.
Yeah, that's why they're playing each other twice. But those divisional games probably never go that way. It's probably just like in the last couple seasons. It's probably just been the Bills just completely running through their division.
Yeah.
So after the Bills, we have the Jets.
Makes sense.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
After the Jets, we have the Titans, who have been winning.
Mm-hmm.
After the Titans, we have the Cowboys.
Yep.
And at 9, we have the Giants.
Yep.
And at 10, we have the Seahawks.
And us and every other show missed on the Seahawks big time.
Yeah.
We talked about that. And we overemphasized the Raiders.
Yeah, 100%. I was a huge advocate for the Raiders because I was like, Derek Carr, all he's got to do is have one of those seasons where he almost starts becoming like the MVP of the league, and then he has Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, who's been doing great, but they're just not winning.
All right, well, when we come back, we're going to do a quick preview of Week 11, where we're going to ask you, Tim, we're going to give you 1 second to pick the winner and loser. Stay tuned, because we got Jacob's Lock of the Week. He's got another good one for us. All that is coming up next.
It's Pro Football Fast Break. The guys will be right back.
Now you can get generic Viagra shipped to your door for about $2 a pill. Get the same impact for less. Call Steelman Pills now and get the same blue pill for about $2 a pill. Call now for the 50 pill special and save even more. Plus, get a free bonus.
800-525-8891. 800-525-8891. That's 800-525-8891.
This is Pro Football Fast Break.
And we're back on Pro Football Fast Break. It's time to do a fast break of Week 11 in the NFL. Tim, you've been pretty good, pretty accurate.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to run through these. You get a second to make your decision, win or lose. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The Bears against the Falcons.
Bears.
Browns, Bills.
Bills.
Eagles, Colts.
Eagles.
Jets, Patriots.
Jets.
Rams, Saints. Ooh.
Rams.
Lions, Giants.
Giants.
Panthers, Ravens.
Ravens.
Commanders, Texans.
Commanders.
Raiders, Broncos.
Ooh, interesting game. We're Broncos.
Cowboys, Vikings.
Vikings.
Whew. Bengals, Steelers.
Steelers.
Ooh.
TJ's back.
Controversial there.
Yep.
Chiefs, Chargers.
Chiefs.
49ers, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Well, yeah, that's some good games. We'll see how you do.
Yeah.
And you're going to make a little money now. Now that you've made the picks, it's time to put your money where your mouth is.
And make some bread.
Going to make bread now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what it's time for? Jacob's Lock of the Week.
I don't even hear it.
Jacob's Lock of the Week.
I don't hear music.
Are you ready, Tim, for Jacob's Lock of the Week? Are you going to do the honors?
Oh, I am. And Jacob's Lock of the Week is Commanders -3 against the Texans.
Commanders -3 against the Texans.
So they would have to win by 3 or more.
Commanders win by 3 or more. I like it. I mean, after we saw the Commanders last week, I don't think this will be like a letdown game. You know?
I think they're going to just take the easy team and just destroy them after doing that last week. And I just picked them against the Texans, so we're staying consistent.
That's right. We are consistent. Good thing, because you didn't know that when we...
No, I just heard that, and I was like, oh, I mean, they just beat the Eagles, so they can beat the Texans.
What's insane to me is the NFC East is the Eagles at 8-1, the Giants at 7-2, the Cowboys at 6-3, the Commanders at 5-5.
Yeah,
the Commanders
They're not even having a losing. They're not even having a. They don't even have a losing record. They're 500, and they're bottom.
I mean, if they win this, they may be in the wild card hunt.
Yeah.
Who knows though? I mean, long way to go.
I mean, it's hard to say, but
and I got to remind us every podcast. This is the NFC least 2 years ago with horrendous teams.
I know. Yeah.
And I mean, they're making a mockery of the NFC West. Seahawks 6-4 lead that division. Rams at the bottom at 3-6.
I can't even believe that. I mean, what did the Rams? How do you win the Super Bowl and then go be 3-6?
I don't know.
That doesn't happen often. Like usually the team at least competes after they win the Super Bowl. They don't go back, but they compete usually.
I mean, they may lose in the playoffs or something.
Yeah. I mean, they have a winning season at the very least. I bet a lot of teams. I bet majority of the teams that won the Super Bowl the year before went on to have a winning season. Not a 3-6 start like week 10.
And then the NFC North. You got the Vikings at 8-1, and then you drop to the Packers at 4-6.
Yeah,
Lions, Bears.
If you're a Vikings fan, holy shit, you are happy. You're just cruising. You're good. Like, I mean, you won that division. You pretty much clinched that division already.
Your top teams are Eagles and Vikings in the conference, and in the NFL, because the top NFC team is the Dolphins and Chiefs.
Yeah.
So I mean, but they only have 7 wins. So the NFC is now leading the NFL.
It is,
and it's led by the Vikings and Eagles.
Yeah, it's not led by teams that you would have expected at the beginning of the season. It's led by teams that are just having a great season. I mean, they're just.
We'd have said 49ers. We'd have said Packers. We'd have said Cowboys.
Yeah.
No.
Of course.
Not this year.
Nope.
Well, there you have it. You got your money-making opportunities right there.
Yep.
As always, to make a comment or suggestion, email us, profootballfastbreak@gmail.com, or hit our Twitter feed at PFB Thanks for listening. We have one ask. If you like what you've heard, tell a friend. You can share it on your social media. You can whatever. Yell it in the street. Or Tim, tell them to visit the website.
You can go to profootballfastbreak.com.
That's probably the more easy way. And you got links to all of our shows, 1 through 93. This is 94.
Wow, 94.
94. And you're going to find us everywhere fine podcasts are heard. Jacob is out this week, but we got his locks, and we got his power rankings.
Yep.
So you've got the opportunity to make money. That's it for me. I'm Don saying peace out. He's Tim. Peace.
Thanks for listening to Pro Football Fast Break. Be here each week as the guys bring you a fresh take from the world of pro football. Until next time.
Everyone watches more than 5 hours of television. Really? And that's not counting mobile viewing. Get Dish TV and make that time worth it. With Dish, you can get hundreds of channels, access to all kinds of sports, tons of movies, premium channels, and more. Another thing that's really cool with Dish is you can watch most of your favorite shows on your mobile device anywhere for a lot less than cable. Yes, that's right. We are asking you to watch more TV and not less TV, but make it better television with Dish this time, anytime, anywhere. So call right now and learn how easy it is to save on your television bill and get the most out of your TV viewing experience. Dial that number and I promise you we're here waiting for your call because we want to save you money and give you better television. We are Dish TV.
800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630.
If you served in the Marine Corps, by now you know about the contaminated water problem at Camp Lejeune. If you were stationed or worked at Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1987, you probably have a lot of questions. We have some answers. You could be entitled to compensation. Billions of dollars are being allocated to pay for damages to anyone stationed at Camp Lejeune during that time. Unfortunately, it appears that officials may have known the contaminated water problem existed and did little to protect their men. The Semper Fi code was not honored. If you or someone in your family has developed a serious illness, including various forms of cancer, call this Camp Lejeune legal support line right now. You can't turn back the clock and change what happened, but you can certainly call right now and learn your rights as a Marine. Here's the number.
800-961-4718. 800-961-4718. 800-961-4718. That's 800-961-4718. If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. Ouch! Well, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers. If you administer insulin 3 or more times per day or use an insulin pump, call now and learn how a CGM can help you.
Painless. No more pricking my finger.
No finger pricks.
Convenience. They delivered it free and they took care of all the paperwork.
You can reduce pain right away. Plus, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you spend more time in range. And if you have insurance, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Call now and get free shipping of your new CGM. Plus, we'll bill your insurance for you. 800-413-7619. 800-413-7619. 800-413-7619. That's 800-413-7619.